And we are live. Incredible, amazing. I'm gonna turn down my volume because sometimes we have echo issues, but hopefully we should be okay. It's the marketing after party. It's that time of the month again.
Sam, you seem so like chilled, like laid back vibes today, like more than often. What's happened? Have you just like woken up from a nap or something?
Laid back. I mean, I don't know. I think, do you know what it is? I came back from an exercise this morning. Is this the new me? I feel like I'm always chilled. Maybe
no, today you're like on a different, like everything is calm. It's quite maybe we should like do some like meditation, yoga, just relax. Just
close our eyes. I need to get into meditation and yoga. I've been thinking about it recently.
Yeah, it's so good. I haven't done it for a while. I used to do pregnancy yoga back in the day. But yeah, it's just so good. Sometimes now I just close my eyes. It's not really like meditating, but it's just like thinking, isn't it? It's like getting your thoughts out there, getting a pen and paper out. This has nothing to do what the show is about today, by the way.
But no, it is important. It is important, and maybe we can talk about that on another show. Actually, that'll be quite cool, especially with what you're getting into now. With, well, you want to talk about it briefly? What?
Yeah. So qualifying as a hypnotherapist, and obviously this is the path I am on now. And you know, when you find something and you're like, oh my God, this is me. Because as you know, Sam, it's been, and I'm still obviously doing it, a lot of the video marketing tips. And I found like another niche because becoming a therapist now, I've realized that so many other therapists, they maybe feel a bit unconfident to market themselves. So that's why I'm keeping on, you know, with this part as well, and helping people kind of get started on YouTube and get started with, you know, doing live video, because it's so important. If you've got a message to share, and again, this is what Sam, the marketing after party today on Sam's channel is going to be about. It's going to be about how can you turn those followers, those people that come to your YouTube channel or social media, how can you actually turn them into clients and customers? So this is going to be a really good insight, I think, isn't it? Because I don't know about you, Sam, but I feel a lot of people always just focus on the number, but they don't then think about what's the plan behind the number. It's like, I must get thousands of followers, but really it's pointless if you think that's really going to do anything, because we both know people, don't we, who have got literally hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and you know they're actually struggling financially.
Yeah,
so it's really important.
Yeah, and it's an important thing to speak about. Like you said, we know a lot of people from just our connections at YouTube who run these quote unquote successful channels and have a lot of followers and so on and so forth. But it's different running social media just for the sake of running social media and actually having a business kind of behind it. So do you want to kind of briefly talk about like what the difference is between just having a YouTube channel and actually having a business behind it?
Yeah, so if you've just got, I shouldn't say obviously just, it seems like if you've just got a YouTube channel, but if your focus is getting purely views and subscribers on YouTube, that can only take you so far, because you're playing in the hands of YouTube then. You're always going to be that kind of servant to, and YouTube's algorithm, like who knows what the algorithm is today? It changes all the time. But when you have got a business and you're attaching that to your social media or YouTube channel, you just have a different strategy, because your aim then with your videos is to get people to maybe click on, and we've both got this, haven't we? It's click on something like a download, a free PDF, a free audio, a free video course. And the aim then of that is to get them into what we call a funnel and get them kind of, I call it, get them into our system. And that really is kind of, I think, the simplistic way of thinking about it. You know, you've got a YouTube channel, maybe you're focusing on views, getting more and more people to your channel for the views and subscribers. But what me and Sam do, it's like we create this content, but our actual aim is obviously to help people. We want to help as many people as possible. And then it's obviously lovely if people do come into our system and download a freebie and then potentially hire us for a service or buy one of our products.
Yeah. I like what you're talking about there, bringing people into your system, into your ecosystem. And like, I think like with social media and with YouTube, it's what we call in marketing anyway, we call it top of the funnel marketing. So it's normally the very first point of contact that people have with your brand, with you as a person, and with what you do. So the relationship shouldn't stop there, especially if you are a business owner. Like if you're just trying to be a YouTuber and that's all you want to be, then that's absolutely fine. You know, you can kind of create videos on trending topics, do challenges, and, you know, all of that kind of stuff to eventually grow your channel into this big audience and maybe monetize off of brand deals and sponsorships and so on and so forth. But if you have a product that you want to sell, or you have a service that you want to sell, then numbers might not necessarily mean so much to you. So someone who is heavily dependent on, you know, views, then they would need the hundreds of thousands of views in order to make the money back from AdSense. But if you have a product or a service, then 100 views, if that equals 3 new clients for that month, if you're selling something that's, you know, kind of a high ticket thing, then 100 views and 3 clients a month, that's a sustainable business model.
Oh God, and it's so important you said that, because again, so many people are focusing on, I've got to get thousands. And obviously either one of us, we're not going to say no to those numbers of thousands of views. But at the same time, I'm really happy if I get a video that gets 100 views, but then I get a percentage of those people that actually click and get my freebie, whatever I'm delivering. And then maybe one of them out of 100 will actually buy something. And as Sam said, it's always so good to think about that in terms of what are you offering people to actually buy? Because if you do have something that is £1,000 a month, and like Sam said, 3 people buy that, you've just made £3,000 from a potential video that had 100 views, and other people are like, oh, they've only got 100 views, but actually they haven't got a clue what has just gone on behind the scenes. So it's so much more important to focus on those viewers, even if it is 10, 20, 30 people, just keep focusing on them. And again, I think people lose sight. Sometimes I have those passing thoughts myself. I think there was one video I put up, I think 2 weeks ago, and I spent a long time filming, editing, and I think it's just past 100 views. And I did have that thought of, oh, what? I spent all that time. But then I was like, no, Vina, we've gone through this before. And a few months ago, the same thing happened when I did a review for a video editing software. Same thing happened, maybe 100 views. But now that video is bringing in affiliate income every month. So I've left it actually as my featured video on my channel for now. So if you go to my YouTube channel, that's the first video that comes up. And every day, people are using my link on there to download this video software. And again, it doesn't look from the offset as being that successful, but, you know, it's bringing in that extra income every month now for me.
That's incredible. You have had like multiple, what we call in marketing, lead magnets, right? Attached to your YouTube channel.
Yeah, and I think this is kind of trial and error to see what works. So I think back in the day, I think I had like a PDF, like the 7 steps to start on YouTube or something like that. And then over the years, it actually kind of built up. I don't offer it right now. I've taken it offline at the moment, but up until recently, I had a whole webinar kind of training people on how to get to 10,000 YouTube subscribers. So again, to get those people from your YouTube channel over to whatever it is. In my case, it's a free webinar. In Sam's case, I know he's got a free book, haven't you, that you've put together, an ebook as well. And it's always just mention it in your videos, because sometimes it feels like it's like a throwaway thing. You're like, oh yeah, like, you know, go and sign up for my webinar. And sometimes you feel like it's not doing much. But I've had the same amount of people sign up for that webinar through my YouTube channel as I have through like a paid ad. So, you know, I've spent money trying to like warm up a cold audience. But if you've got a warm audience already, it makes, and Sam knows is an amazing guy at talking all about all that kind of stuff. It's much more better to aim for those warm people than the cold people, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
you're probably
and you
better
don't
explaining that than me.
you don't own your YouTube subscribers, right? Like actually using that word own is a little bit crazy. But you know what I mean in terms of like you don't have autonomy like about who sees that video. Like you can have, like we have, you know, 20, you know, tens of thousands of subscribers, but not everybody sees the videos that we put out for a number of reasons, like we mentioned earlier, because of the algorithm that YouTube has and it's constantly changing and stuff. So having people get to the second stage of your funnel, so you know, social media being top of the funnel, like we said, and then second in the funnel is normally that email list. You have a little bit more say in terms of more control, I would say, over those people who are on your list. Can you talk a little bit about like the technical side of how you like even start creating this free guide, or you know, like you said, you had a webinar, right?
Yeah.
So what are some of the resources that you use to kind of help you put all of that stuff together?
I think the first time I released something for free, I think back in the day, Canva didn't exist. And now it's just someone can literally stop watching this video on Sam's channel, go to Canva and create a free account and literally create an ebook, create a some kind of leaflet. There's so much you can do on Canva. And yeah, the amazing thing is they've got templates, and I do this all the time. I literally take a template, so you can type into Canva ebook, and they will come up with like hundreds of templates. They've got, if you've got a pro account, obviously you get access to even more stuff as well. But you know, I've continued to stay on the free one for quite a while now. And all you've got to do is like put in your own images and put in your own text. And then once you've created that freebie, it's then just a matter of, and I still use, I'm not sure what email software you use. I still use MailChimp. So I'm that kind of person. I like to keep things so ridiculously simple. So when you are trying to get people from your YouTube channel or social media over to your email list, it's literally making a web page. And again, now with MailChimp, you can do this for free. I only found this out recently because I was making a tutorial about MailChimp. I haven't uploaded it to my channel yet. But it's all like, everyone is just offering all this stuff and it's at our fingertips, and you could do it for free. You don't even need a website. So I've maybe done a different step where I take people to my website and I embed kind of like a MailChimp form on there. But if you haven't got a website, literally sign up for a free Canva account to make whatever it is you want to make on there. Sign up for a free MailChimp account. And on there, you can create something called a landing page. So when people click on that link, they go to the landing page. It's all connected already in MailChimp because you're making it through MailChimp. They put their email address and name, and MailChimp will send them your freebie. Like, everyone's just making it so simple for us now. There's kind of no excuse for people not to do this. I think everyone that has a business, product, service, whatever it is, should be doing this from the start. Like 100. And I wish I did it sooner, to be honest.
Amazing. No, some good advice. So what steps did you take? So obviously you've got your YouTube channel. You've got your free giveaway. You've used MailChimp now to get people subscribing to the email list. What did you do to kind of manage that? So now you've got people on your email list. What did you do to manage those emails?
So currently, I'm not really doing anything. That's the truth of that. Even so, you've just reminded me, Sam, like I need to email those people. So again, it's when you're first starting, and even for me, like just keep it simple. It's so you've got people on your email list now. All you have to do is send them an email, and I do old school. I don't even have this flashy newsletter. I send them a text email, like I'm literally messaging a normal email to a friend, a plain text email, and just keep on sending them stuff. And I don't know what you've heard, but I learned from this guy, and he used to email people every single day. Now, I don't know if I feel that's a bit extreme, but I didn't want to do that. So I usually keep it to once, maybe twice maximum a week. And it's, if you are doing twice a week, it might be one email is pure value. It could be giving them a tip about, whatever your niche is. And then the second email could be something a bit more promotional. So it's, look, I've just launched this service. I've got a buy one, get one free. And the more you kind of look into, and I know, Sam, I think you've got a lot of tutorials again on your channel about this, but kind of the more you look into email marketing, it's really clever, because I'm signed up to loads of like supermarkets and fashion shops, and every time they send me emails every week, and once a week at least they send me something like, use this code for 50% off. What do I do? What do I do when I'm like, oh, 50% off. I don't even need any new clothes, but I always click on it. And then sometimes I buy something, and that is the power of that email marketing.
Yeah. I think it's just so important. And I'm glad that you said that, because, a lot of people think email is dead, or my emails are going to end up in the spam folder, or we shouldn't be doing email marketing or whatnot. But it's still an extremely effective way to market your business. And I feel like it helps to create an ROI for social media. Where if you want to kind of really see tangibly, is your social media marketing even working kind of thing, you can really kind of like evaluate that by not just kind of vanity metrics, like how many followers you have and how many likes you're getting and comments and stuff, but how many people are coming to your list, and how engaged is your list? Are people opening up, people clicking, and most importantly, are people using those coupon codes and buying? And that's a really, really cool tip as well, is like creating these coupon codes for people to go away and buy. In terms of like someone who is thinking about creating some sort of lead magnet to start generating leads for their social media or their YouTube channel, like what process did you go through in terms of thinking about what's the best thing to offer my followers or subscribers that will make them want to download it and bring them value?
That's such a great question. And I love how this has turned into like an interview, Sam. It's like you're interviewing me on your channel. It's all right. It's all good.
We're trying to get the value out here. We're trying to get the value for the subscribers.
This is such a good question, because someone could have listened to this and be like, okay, I'm going to go and make something now. The best thing, and please do this, is really understand if you've got a current audience, what are the most common questions they are already asking you? So again, kind of talking about kind of this YouTube beginners niche that I'm kind of still in. I still do a lot of kind of advice and stuff around that. And I would literally look at the comments of people, or if I was doing a live stream, I would ask them, or on social media, if someone's messaged me, I'd be like, what are you really struggling with on YouTube? And it's looking at everyone's answers and really collecting that information together and then making something. So again, when people want to grow on YouTube, a lot of it is about how to make money, or how to get subscribers, or how to get views. Hence why my webinar was all about how to get your first 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, because again, to me, it's a number. And yes, again, for both of us, it looks great. But I knew that kind of wording would really stand out to the people I want to target. Because if I said something maybe about, I don't know, how to spread your message to the world, or something, which I really believe in, I don't think that many people would have signed up for the webinar, but how to get 10,000 subscribers and make money and do this is much more appealing. So again, it's really looking at what are your audience, what are they currently asking you, and if you don't have an audience, it's looking at people within your niche and go on their YouTube channels or social media pages and look at the questions people are asking, because the information is already out there. It's about you kind of doing that work up front, I think. And yeah, don't waste that time by doing a random thing.
I like that. And we're going to be ending off soon. And we're going to be going off to Vina's channel. So make sure you come and spot us there at Vina V. So yeah, make sure you go and watch the live over there.
But before Sam tried to remember my username, then he was like,
No, I mean, I remembered it. I was just, you know, trying to think of a quick question that we can end on. But like one thing we didn't cover, like, because you had the YT tripod, right?
Oh yeah.
And like
it's always here. Look, it's always here. There it is.
Oh, incredible! So you got your tripod, and I've got my formula, which is next to me as well. So we've always got like our products somewhere in our videos. So I guess it's a twofold question. The first one is like having products in your videos. How important is that the products that you're selling? And also, how do you kind of create videos that help to get customers to buy, if that makes sense, on YouTube? So we've spoken about like lead generation, but how do we create those videos that can like help to get customers directly to our shop?
And again, with that, it's like thinking outside the box. And I know we're talking a lot about YouTube here, but it is really doing that research rather. So for example, with the tripod, I wouldn't just call a video, you know, buy my tripod or something like that. I might say like, I'm trying to think of the spot now, like the best mini tripod or something that people are searching for, or the best tripod to buy, the best mini tripod to buy, and then doing the research around that keyword. Because again, you want to make sure that your video is potentially getting ranked and suggested in YouTube. So if you've got a product or service, don't be kind of linear and think, you know, call it buy my whatever it is or hire me. You've got to be giving that value up front, and then you're mentioning whatever your product is. And Sam, you kind of even answered the question with your question just then, because you were saying, you know, about having your product next to you. So in one of my live streams, I think it was my live stream last Friday, I wasn't thinking, I'm never thinking about, oh, I must sell the tripod. Again, I had it next to me. And I think I was just mentioning to people, oh yeah, make sure you have a tripod. I didn't even say buy it. And then a few people in the comment section were like, oh, where'd you get that tripod from? And I said, oh, it's mine. So again, it's kind of what Sam said as well. It's like, always have your product there and always talk about it. You don't have to say, buy it now. Just mention it in your videos, I think is a good tip as well. And the video doesn't have to be about your product or service. You can just drop it in. Like I did last week on my live stream. I just dropped it in without promoting without promoting, if that makes sense.
Yeah, 100%. Awesome. Some really great tips there.
Thanks for this interview, Sam.
Say that again.
I said, thanks for the interview. Usually we do a little like chat, but this was like
no. Today was all you. Today was all you. You gave all the marketing tips for me. It should be Vina. Today was Vina tips. I'm going to put Sam on the spot now on my channel and reverse it. So make sure you come over. But it's actually a great follow on from Sam's video, because Sam's just going to give the tips in that video on how to get monetized fast on YouTube. So how you can make money quickly from your YouTube channel. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, make sure you guys go ahead and watch Vina's, my live with Vina. For those of you who are watching this after the live, I'm going to put the link to we've got a playlist actually. I'm going to leave a link to that playlist in the description. So you guys can go and watch not just that one, but all of the videos that we've done, but particularly that one. And for those of you who are live, make sure you jump on over to Vina's channel so we can continue the conversation over there. But yeah, Vina, thank you for being with us.
Thank you for having me, as always.
No worries. And until next time, guys, have a great day and we'll see you soon.